Hi, this is Victoria Battles ALS. Hi there. I want to do an updated version of how I found out about ALS. Growing up as a kid, I remember seeing my grandmother being unable to eat. She was like, couldn't get the spoon to her mouth. I was about 5. I remember that. When I had a hike with my good friend Marcella around Acadia, around Eagle Lake, we were hiking around, but my leg did not lift as high as it normally would. And I was a big active person, I was an active person. So that's when I first noticed it in March 2021. I didn't think anything of like ALS. I didn't tie it to that. 1 year later, I had like a foot drop or floppy foot start to develop on my right leg. And we went to a foot doctor because I thought, hey, maybe it's something to do with my, something with my feet. No, he took one look at my feet and said, you need to see a neurologist. So we went and saw a neurologist in Lewiston, Maine, where I live. And she said it wasn't anything bilateral. It wasn't either. It was only on one side. So she didn't call it ALS at that point. Then she referred me to her colleague the next day, and he did all the tests on the muscles, the electronic tests. And he says, I believe you have ALS. I said, no, I don't. The other doctor said I did not have that. I was very combative. It's like, you can't tell me that. So then she referred me to another doctor, another neurologist, and in a different part of the state. I went to go see him. And he did all the electrical tests and all that. He called it motor neuron disease until he could find, for sure that I had ALS. And then he did a genetic test that showed that I had the C9orf72 gene that is positive and dominant, which means I have ALS for sure, together with the physical symptoms of the drop foot, the weak legs, like that. So I do have ALS. So that's how it was found, through weakness in a leg, drop foot. It's called limb onset. Some people have bulbar onset, which is in the upper part of the body. I had leg onset. So I was officially diagnosed on May 2nd, 2022, through a genetic test that showed that gene of C9orf72 as the gene. So in some ways I feel kind of, no, I wouldn't say lucky, but I feel kind of like that the kind of ALS I have is gene specific. So if CRISPR ever becomes, advanced enough to where people like me can get it and edit that gene out, then that would be a cure, or some other mRNA attack on that gene or the protein. I think it's T43 protein that it produces. So, we're hopeful for a cure, but we're taking proactive measures to fight this disease. Thank you for your support of this channel. This is Victoria Battles ALS.